Really quick, UnCloned Insiders, it's time to go from unknown to uncloned. You got to have the UnCloned Book Bundle, the #1 book bundle in the marketplace to help you live an uncloned life and build an uncloned brand. All you have to do is head over to UnClonedBB.com. That is UnClonedBB.com. Until next time, let's go live an uncloned life and build an uncloned brand. Hey y'all, what's going on? If you can hear me, let me know in the comments. Hey y'all, I'm so excited about today. Today is day 3 of the UnCloned List Building Challenge. And I have to say, y'all, we've been having a really, really good time, okay? A really, really, really good time. And so I was like, it makes sense to talk about what we're already talking about. So if you have not signed up, we literally just put the tickets back on sale for people to join us. We have the dedicated Q&A at 6:00 tonight, and then we have the day 3 at 7:00. When you purchase the replays, you get access to day 1, day 2, and today, day 3. You get the replay from the Q&A call from yesterday, and you'll get to attend the Q&A call today. The other thing is that we having a bonus day tomorrow, which is all about marketing and launching your email list. How do you put it out there in a big way to get the most subscribers? All right. So with that being said, Calvin has dropped the link in the chat. Calvin also is going to drop the link inside of Skool. But also, let me just say this. Whatever the sales price is, it expires today. And I'm going to date this piece of content. It expires today on December the 18th, 2024. December the 18th, 2024 at 5:00 p.m. EST. Why we're saying 5:00? Because we're sending out reminder emails. So if you don't sign up before then, you're going to miss out. Plus, we're going to put it back at the price that it's supposed to be. Okay. I do realize we have new people here, but we also have some last minute people who missed the opportunity, and I'm giving you another chance. So make sure you go ahead and grab that if you're interested. All right. You can head over to uncloned.shop to grab your ticket. All right. You can head over to uncloned.shop to grab your ticket. So with that being said, let's get into how many lead magnets should you have for your brand. This came up, I want to say inside of our community on Skool. Also was going to cover this as a dedicated piece of content like today. So let's talk about how many lead magnets should you have. Over the years, well, let me just say this. When I first came online, they used to say, oh, you need to have 1 lead magnet. You need to have 1 lead magnet. You put that 1 lead magnet on your website, and you never change it, right? And I believe that one of the things that people fail to realize is that, and this is even more important, especially if you have how many of you all like you don't do a lot of marketing activity. Like, let's say for instance, you've been pretty stagnant with how many people that's connected to you, right? Let's say that you have an email list of 100 people, but you never have grown it past 100. Or let's say that you have 500 followers, but you have not grown past 500 followers. If that's you, just put me in the chat. So if you are a person who is not actively, if you're a person who is not actively doing any marketing activities, right? Like at all, your existing audience is going to get fatigued with the same lead magnet. Just put yes in the chat if y'all get that. Okay. Just put yes in the chat if y'all get that. Also, there's a significant delay between you and I. So make sure that if you have any questions, you go ahead and start putting them in the chat now. That way, when we get to Q&A, we'll answer your questions. Also, if you are attending day 3 tonight and you're not VIP, we will not be answering any questions. So now is actually a great opportunity for you to ask questions in general if you didn't get a chance to upgrade until this live stream is over with. All right. So if you're not actively growing your list like all the time, one of the things that you're going to experience is audience fatigue, where your people are tired of seeing the same lead magnet from you. And so some people have lead magnets that they have not changed in, like, 5-10 years, a long, long, long time. And so you want to make sure that you're keeping your lead magnets fresh. But like we talked about during the UnCloned List Building Challenge, it is very important that your messaging is in alignment with the type of person you want to sell to, right? So let me give you an example. How many of you all have different people in your audience? You may have beginner people, intermediate people, advanced people. I know for me, we have beginner, intermediate, advanced. And so because we have beginner, intermediate, and advanced, oftentimes when people come into our world, we need to be able to engage people at various levels, right? And so there's several ways that you can grow your list. And so I'm going to be showing you multiple ways. So let me share my screen real quick. And then I'm going to show you all of my lead magnets that I have, or things you may not consider as a lead magnet. Okay. So give me 1 second. All right. Okay. So let's go to our insider page first. Let me share my screen. Okay. Let me share my screen. 1 second, y'all. Okay, so 1 second before I share my screen. Okay, let me zoom into. Okay. Also, I'll say this too. Before you start, getting your lead magnets, I highly recommend you having dedicated URLs for your lead magnets. So for an example, the first lead magnet I'm going to show you is for people to get on my email list, right? Just a general get on my email list. If you want to get our audio newsletter every single Monday, it is, it's one thing about newsletters is it's not the sexiest thing, right? Like, people are not excited to, like, oh yay, a newsletter. Like, newsletters are now starting to get their fire back. And so if you have a really good newsletter, people would definitely be into that. So let me share my screen. So the way people access this, they go to unclonedinsider.com. And as a result, when they go to unclonedinsider.com, it's basically saying, hey, person, the number one marketing community for entrepreneurs and small business owners looking to level up their marketing and become uncloned. Stay updated with the latest marketing trends and insights when you become an uncloned marketing insider. Please enter your contact information below and join the uncloned community now. So I can put in my first and last name and go through the process. I'm not going to do this for all of them, but I kind of just want to show you how this works. Boom. Okay. So I don't know why I did that. I know what it is. I need to fix this. I deleted my thank you page. Not deleted it, but I unpublished it. Okay, I need to put that back. But it used to go to a thank you page and then it upsells people to buy the book bundle. So I need to fix that. Okay. So that's one way that people can get on your list. Or one way people get on my list. So my newsletter. So again, the way you get there is www dot unclone. Hold up one second. unclonedinsider.com. Okay. unclonedinsider.com. And so this is actually a page on my site. You actually don't see anywhere on my site to like opt in for this. This is intentional. I only mention this is like, for instance, I might be speaking somewhere, or I might be like today going live somewhere and I want people to get on the list. I might say, hey, head over to unclonedinsider.com to get on the list, right? And let me make a note real quick to add that thank you page, because I did not know it was not working. I deleted some pages in my account, and that's probably one of the pages I deleted. Okay, cool. So that's one way, right? So this is one lead magnet that I have. This is just, look at this like everybody. I want everybody to get on my list, right? But this is one way to get on my email list. The second way that people can get on my list is by joining our text mobile club. And so basically people can come over here, put in their phone number, and join our text mobile club. So I'm not going to put my phone number in here, but the website that people visit to get to this particular lead magnet is itswinningseason.com. Yes, I own itswinningseason.com. So it's winning. I'm putting it in the chat. It's winning season. Okay. So it's winning season will take you to my text mobile club, where we inviting people to get on our text mobile list. So I'm using Postscript, POS. Let me just put it in the chat. So it's called Post, POST, and then Script, SCRIPT.com. And that integrates with Klaviyo and my e-commerce site. My e-commerce website is built with Shopify. And so when people get on our text message list, they are essentially being added to a list on Postscript. And so whenever we send out text message marketing or anything like that, people will be able to get on the list. All right. Okay. The next thing that I will say about this, when you're promoting your text mobile club, just know asking someone to give you their phone number is a bigger ask than asking them to give you their email address. Do everybody get that? Just put yes in the chat. All right. Put yes in the chat if you get that. The reason that I'm saying this is because a lot of the times people think that getting people to give you their phone number is easier than getting people to give you their email. It's not. Everybody don't. Matter of fact, there's a lot of companies I'm finna unsubscribe from that I don't shop with anymore. Maybe you opting into a coupon code or something like that. But the way we use our text messages, we actually send out a text message to let people know, like, hey, join our text mobile club, so on and so forth, so you could be the first to be notified, so on and so forth. One of the incentives to being on our text message list is that we actually send out a text on Wednesdays to let you know when we're live on YouTube. The reason for that is because currently we do not have a dedicated, show up time. Like, oh, we're going to show up on YouTube on Wednesday at this time. So because we don't have that, one of the things that we do is that we encourage people to join our text mobile club, because we send out a text message every single Wednesday, right? Some of you all are probably here as a result of a text message. If so, just put text message in the comments below. All right. Now, what I will say is it's important to note that when you're promoting your text mobile club, we actually promote it on our website. We make joining our text mobile club as a part of our onboarding. So when people join our community, we encourage them and ask them to join our text mobile club. And let me just say this, right? I don't know if you all noticed this, but let me go to Skool real quick. All right. So we're going to go to Skool, and I'm going to show you where how we're doing this, right? So we have the information that people have to read when they join our community. And then let me scroll down here. You will see here where it's like, hey, here, this is how you stay connected. Boom, get on our email list. If you click this, it'll take you to our email list. Then there's another link that say, hey, you want to join our text mobile club? Click here to subscribe now. They click here and they jump on the text mobile club by entering their phone number. Another thing that we ask is like, hey, come follow me on Instagram. So you see how everything is interconnected. That's really what I want everybody to understand. It's not like people not going to always get on your text message list or your email list just by coming to your website. We have to promote and market. This is why day 4 is everything. So if you have not upgraded to your VIP ticket, like you have a chance now to save 50% off. After today, at 5 p.m. EST on December 18th, 2024, you will have to pay for it full price. So if you know for a fact you don't know how to market, you do not know how to promote, you do not know how to put it out there in a big way, you do not know how to seamlessly integrate asking people to get on your list throughout your marketing and your business, you totally need to upgrade to VIP. Okay. All right. So anyway, we have multiple places that we ask people to do that. Also, how many of you all have gotten our text message flyer, right? We have a text message flyer that we put in every package that we ship. So if you buy a book bundle from us, if you buy anything physical from us, we put a flyer in your thing that say, hey, go to itswinningseason.com and join our text mobile club. So what's that right now? I just showed you 2 ways, right? I just showed you 2 ways so far, right? Now, the next thing, your shop. When people buy from you, they are getting on your list. Okay. When people buy your products and services, they are getting on your list. So oftentimes when people have a customer list, like for instance, I'll ask people like, hey, how big is your email list? And like, well, I don't have a big email list, but you got 200 customers. Your customers, if they purchase something from you, they're on your list. You can count that as a part of your list. I don't know who need to hear that, but anytime anybody buy anything from you at any price point, you should be putting them on a list, and they are your clients and customers, which gives you an opportunity to communicate with them more frequently. Do everybody get that? Just got it in the chat. All right. Because, this is not actually, your customer list is way more valuable than people who are just opting in for stuff and they haven't purchased anything from you. Does that make sense? So like if we wanted to send out a, really epic marketing campaign to get people to purchase, we could actually segment our list and say, anybody who hasn't purchased from us, give them this discount coupon code. And anybody who has purchased from them, let's give them an extra 20% off, right? So you could begin to segment and incentivize based on who on your list. We're actually going to be talking about that tonight on I'm going to give you 30 questions that you need to answer before choosing an email marketing platform. Like tonight finna be lit, y'all. I hope you're ready. Come with your notepad. Come ready to write fast and go from there. So I showed you 3 ways. So we have let's go back to it. So we got UnCloned. Also, if you have a question, go ahead and get it in, because as soon as I'm done, I'm getting off of here. So if you have a question, go ahead and put it in the comments. And when we get to Q&A, I will answer your question. Also, if you're enjoying today's YouTube video, make sure you like and subscribe. That's not a big ask. If you're enjoying this content, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. All right, so we talked about this one way, right? This is my newsletter. The second way we talked about is people joining via my mobile club, right? People can join my mobile club and get on the list, right? So that's the second way. The third way that people can get on our list, we talked about people being able to shop with us, to buy anytime somebody buy a product or service, a book, a notebook, a keychain, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You're essentially building a list of clients and customers. If anybody book a service with you, hell, if anybody inquire about your products and services and they don't book or they don't work with you, they're still on your list. You can still communicate with them until they unsubscribe or ask you to stop communicating with them. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. So where we at? I showed you one way people get on my list. I showed you the text mobile club, and then we have whenever time somebody buy a product or service. What's the next way people can get on our list? Well, we have our UnCloned Brand Score, right? Speaking of UnCloned Brand Score, let me show you real quick. Let me go over here real quick and just let you know that we have over 1,100 people who have taken this assessment. Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. Thank you. We hit our goal before the end of 2024. Our goal was to get to 1,000 people to take the UnCloned Brand Assessment. So if you have taken time out of your day to take the UnCloned Brand Assessment, thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is the other thing I would say about this as well. If you have not taken this, we highly recommend that you take this assessment, because that's the best way for you to, one, get integrated with the UnCloned brand, but two, allow us to support you and help you when we understand where you stand with your brand. So if you have not taken the time to go take your UnCloned brand score and know where you stand, head over to unclonedbrandscore.com. All right. So going back to share my screen, when people head over to unclonedbrandscore.com, they can get on my list. You see how I just promoted, like, hey, head over to unclonedbrandscore.com, right? So you remember that, right? So you see, I literally just showed you in real time how we get people on the list, and you see how I'm integrating it into a weekly YouTube video that I do every Wednesday, right? And so I'm telling you, like, and you see how I'm making it easy for people to go get on my list. I'm saying, like, hey, head over to unclonedbrandscore.com. Guess what I'm branding? The URL, right? I'm branding the URL. Like, hey, head over to unclonedbrandscore.com. And so people are getting an opportunity to, one, remember the URL. And guess what else I'm doing? I'm allowing people who have not taken the assessment to easily remember. But the second thing is, it makes it easy for people to share. Like, you cannot tell your friends to share and it's saying, and you be like, hey girl, tell your friends to go over to bit.ly/WW55678910. Like, what? So no, we're not doing that. Okay. We are not doing that. We're leveling up in 2025. We are branding our company in 2025. I want you to start thinking about what is a very cute and short URL that's easy to remember, that redirects people to your lead magnet. Okay. So when people head over to, let me put that in the chat. When people head over to unclonedbrandscore.com, it takes them here to take the assessment, and they can come here and just click here and put in their information. And so what does it say? It say, hey, enter your details below to learn your UnCloned brand score. Please don't start this assessment if you don't plan on completing it. This is for serious brand owners only. And you put in your information and then you start the process, right? And so that's our fourth way that people can get on our list. So are y'all seeing this? So we talked about the newsletter. We talked about the text mobile list. We talked about whenever somebody buy a product or service from you. We talked about, this is more like, I would consider this intermediate. We talked about the different types of lead magnets yesterday during the UnCloned List Building Challenge. And so we talked about beginner lead magnets, intermediate lead magnets, and advanced lead magnets. Give me 1 second. I need to take a sip of water. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to take a sip of water, man. I was about to choke out on this joint. Okay, so what was I saying? Let me see. Oh, we was talking about beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So this will be considered an intermediate lead magnet. And the reason I'm saying intermediate, for two reasons. One, you're asking for someone to complete an action. It's not as simple as opt in and get this checklist. This is like opt in, take some time, and then we're going to incentivize you for that time by giving you a customized and personalized response. Do everybody get that? Just put yes in the chat. All right. So With that being said, that's the fourth lead magnet, right? Now, the next way that people can get on our list, on our email list, is when they join us inside of our Skool community, right? So when people come over here and they decide, oh, should I join this Skool community, right? Like, is this a place I need to be? Then whenever somebody come over here and request to join our Skool community, like, look at work. So how many ways are opportunities are we creating for this? So let me give you an example. Let me log out and let me show you how people are getting on our list. Okay. So I'm going to head over to skool.com and I'm just going to go to where we ranked. And I'm going to come over here and you will see UnCloned. And when I click on UnCloned, I'm currently not a member yet, right? And so when people come over here for the first time, when they're not logged in to Skool and they're ready to join our community, if they click here, they have to create an account. And then once they create an account, we ask you 3 different questions. And one of those questions are, what is your email? What's your biggest marketing challenge? And have you taken the UnCloned brand assessment? Those are the questions we ask people in order to get access to the community. And so once they get approved and they come inside the community, they can begin to download the mobile app and get on Skool via their mobile app, or they can get on Skool via their desktop app. Okay. So that's how many ways is this now? So 1, newsletter, 2, text mobile club. Whenever somebody buy a product or service, the lead magnet, whenever somebody join our community, right? What else we got? Oh, it's one more thing I want to show you. When we do launches, we're currently inside of a launch right now. And so we like to reference our events as UnCloned experiences. And so what does that mean? That means that if you are participating in our events, sometimes we have free tickets, sometimes we don't. And going into 2025, whenever you see us doing something, take action fast. Do not be like, oh, I got time. Let me wait a few days. No. I'm letting you know now before we go into 2025. Please, 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 if you see us promoting something, marketing something, putting something out, please do not put some speed behind your feet. Okay. Do not be procrastinating in 2025. Do not be waiting to the last day in the final hour to get busy. Stop overthinking and make decisions. Even if your answer is no, like, no, I don't want to sign up for this. Great. You made a decision, move on. But if you're like, I don't really know if I should or shouldn't, do it. Make a decision. Okay. I want to make sure that we're helping our entrepreneurs be more savvy. Okay. Okay. So with that being said, do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? If we have any questions, make sure you drop those questions. But I'm going to recap really quick. We talked about people being able to get on my list via my email. That's one way. We talked about people getting on our text mobile club. Boom, 2. We talked about people, whenever anyone buy a product or service from us. 3. We talked about whenever someone take our assessment. 4. We talked about people being able to join our community here on Skool. That's 5. And then we talked about when we do events. That's 6. I just showed you 6 ways, 6 opportunities for people to get on my email list. So the question is, how many lead magnets do you or should you have? It depends on your business model, your strategy, and how aggressive you want to be with your email list building goals. Does this make sense, everybody? Does this make sense? Just put yes in the chat. So it's not about, oh, how many lead magnets I need. It's more so about what's your client journey? How do people engage with your brand? How do you want people to be integrated with your brand? Your strategy will determine how many lead magnets you should have. I don't have an arbitrary number for you. You may not want to be as aggressive as me. We want to engage with our audience in multiple capacities. And so that's why we have the newsletter. That's why we do the YouTube videos. That's why we have the text mobile club. That's why we sell different types of digital products and physical products. That's why we have the assessment. We got multiple ways for people to get on our email list. Multiple ways. Okay. All right. Now let's get into Q&A real quick, and let's get it popping. All right, babe, you can go now. Let's see. Alrighty, cool. So the first question we have is, and let me change out the color to this real quick because I'm on a pink background today and I want to make sure it don't look crazy. Let me put in the code. Y'all know me. I got my hex codes right here in front of me. So let's go with grape. Okay. Boom. There we go. Wanted to change that color. Ta-da. All right. So the first question that we have is, how often should we swap out our lead magnets? I may do a new one each quarter. So again, it's not about just constantly having a lot of lead magnets. It's about, again, what is your strategy? How aggressive do you want to be in 2025? So for instance, if I say, hey, I want to grow, like for instance, we want to grow our email list pretty aggressively next year. So that means that I need to have creative ways for people to get on our email list. It can't just be one way to get on our email list. Does this make sense? So like, that's why I was showing you, like, some people are going to get on our list because we're doing a promotion and we're getting people to buy the books. Some people are going to get on our list because we're doing a marketing campaign and they saw the invitation to join us. Some people are going to get on my list by discovering our Skool community in the Skool directory. And that's how someone's going to get on my email list. Someone may shout me out somewhere and talk about what we got going on, and that's how they get on our email list. So I think it's not about just swapping them out for the sake of swapping them out, but it's also about diversifying how people engage with your brand, if that makes sense. That's really what I was trying to demonstrate. It's like, it's not just about doing, one way of doing it. It's like, oh, well, some people just want the text messages. Some people just want to be on the email list. Some people just want to buy the book, so you want to be able to engage with people in multiple ways. But again, the lead magnet that you choose is directly tied to your messaging and your communication. All right. That's a great question. All right. So what's the next question we have here? How much variety should you really have though? I don't want to overwhelm people. So y'all have to understand, my business is way more mature. I'm way further along in my business. And some people could say I'm overwhelming people, but I'm not, because based on my business and how I support clients, everything that I have is systematic. It's not like people come into my site and they have to pick from 6 different things from a page. People are getting on my list from different opportunities and different ways and different reasons. Hopefully, that makes sense, because it's not just about, you're not overwhelming people. And that's another thing. Quit thinking y'all worrying people out. Okay. I know for me, for a while, I was like, oh, I don't want to email people. I don't really want to annoy people. I'll just email them when we're launching. And the truth of the matter is, people was like, dang girl, the only time you email me is when you launch. So it's like, no, I need to diversify that and improve that. So don't ever feel like you kind of like overwhelming people, right? So hopefully that answers your question. And then, okay, so I believe this is the same question, just worded differently. So I just answered that question. All right, so it looks like we don't have any more questions. Thank you all so much for tuning in for today's YouTube live stream. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we cannot wait to continue to support you in building an UnCloned brand. Bye, y'all.